Good morning. It's December 13th, and this is your daily brief in science. Here's everything you need to know. Bowel cancer is emerging as a significant health concern, ranking as the third most common cancer in the UK and the second leading cause of cancer deaths worldwide. In 2022 alone, over 1.9 million new cases were reported, raising alarms about this critical issue. Recent research indicates a troubling rise in early-onset colorectal cancer, affecting both affluent and developing countries, with a notable increase observed in England. Michelle Mitchell from Cancer Research UK has called for a thorough investigation into this trend, highlighting that while rates of early-onset bowel cancer are lower compared to older adults, the increase is nonetheless alarming. Several factors have been identified as contributors to this rise, including poor dietary habits characterized by high consumption of ultra-processed foods, obesity, and a lack of physical activity. Professor Tim Spector from King's College London notes that a staggering 57% of the average UK diet consists of ultra-processed foods, which significantly correlates with the increase in bowel cancer among younger individuals. Key lifestyle factors that elevate the risk of bowel cancer include a diet low in fiber and high in red and processed meats, alongside obesity and insufficient exercise. Smoking and excessive alcohol consumption are also notable risk factors, with smoking linked to 7% and alcohol to 6% of bowel cancer cases. Health officials are advising the public to limit alcohol intake as part of preventive measures. Awareness of early signs and symptoms, such as blood in stools and persistent changes in bowel habits, is crucial for timely diagnosis, which can significantly reduce mortality rates. Dr. Hyuna Sung from the American Cancer Society emphasizes the need for increased awareness among patients and healthcare providers to minimize delays in diagnosis. Obesity alone is linked to 11% of bowel cancer cases in the UK, underscoring the importance of weight management in reducing risk. Research also suggests that inflammation caused by ultra-processed foods may play a role in the rise of early-onset bowel cancer, indicating potential dietary interventions could be beneficial. To mitigate these risks, the UK government recommends reducing red and processed meat intake to less than 70 grams per day and promoting a fiber-rich diet based on plant-based foods. Pfizer Incorporated and Alliance Foundation Trials, LLC, have unveiled promising results from the Phase 3 PATINA trial, highlighting the potential of Ibrance, also known as palbociclib, in treating HR-positive HER2-positive metastatic breast cancer. This trial involved 518 participants and demonstrated a significant improvement in progression-free survival, with a median PFS of 44.3 months for patients receiving Ibrance alongside anti-HER2 therapy, compared to just 29.1 months for those on standard therapy alone. This marks an improvement of over 15 months. Otto Metzger, MD, the principal investigator of the trial, emphasized the importance of these findings, which could provide new maintenance treatment options for patients facing this aggressive cancer subtype. The trial also reported an objective response rate of 29.9% for the palbociclib group, compared to 22.2% for the control group, along with a clinical benefit rate of 89.3% versus 81.3%, both showing statistically significant differences. However, the trial did note common adverse events, particularly neutropenia, which was most prevalent in the palbociclib group, with rates of grade 2, grade 3, and grade 4 neutropenia reported at 19.9%, 63.2%, and 4.6% respectively. The safety profile of Ibrance was consistent with previous studies, with common side effects including fatigue and mild gastrointestinal issues. While overall survival data remains immature, an interim evaluation indicated that the median overall survival for the palbociclib group was not evaluable, while the control group had a median of 77 months. Approximately 10% of breast cancer cases fall under the HR-positive, HER2-positive classification, representing a significant market opportunity for Ibrance if it receives approval for this indication. Ibrance has been a standard first-line treatment for HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer since its approval in 2015, with over 773,000 patients treated globally. In 2023, The drug generated sales of $4.75 billion, underscoring its impact in the oncology market. Following the announcement of these trial results, Pfizer's stock price saw a slight increase of 0.24%, reaching $25.29. As a CDK4/6 inhibitor, Ibrance was the first drug of its kind to demonstrate benefits when used in combination with anti-HER2 and endocrine therapy for this specific cancer subtype. A recent study published in Cancer Cell reveals a groundbreaking approach to cancer treatment by aligning therapy schedules with patients' circadian rhythms, particularly focusing on glioblastoma, an aggressive form of brain cancer. Researchers discovered that glioblastoma's response to glucocorticoids, like dexamethasone, varies significantly depending on the timing of administration. Morning doses of dexamethasone were found to promote tumor growth, while evening doses may suppress it. This crucial timing aspect could reshape treatment strategies for patients. The study also indicates that glioblastoma patients with lower glucocorticoid receptor expression have a 60% longer survival rate, prompting further exploration into the timing of dexamethasone administration. Additionally, chemotherapy treatments are most effective when given during normal waking hours, suggesting that glioblastoma tumors can sense the time of day. Understanding the relationship between glioblastoma and the circadian system could open new avenues for optimizing cancer treatments, focusing on timing rather than developing new drugs. Experiments have shown that glioblastoma cells can adjust their internal clocks in response to their host's light and dark cycles, confirming their ability to adapt. Research from Washington University in St. Louis found that blocking circadian signals can significantly slow glioblastoma growth in lab and animal models. The researchers advocate for personalized treatment plans tailored to individual circadian rhythms, aiming to enhance the effectiveness of cancer therapies. Notably, glioblastoma has its own internal clock that aligns with the host's daily rhythms, particularly in response to steroid hormones like cortisol. Every cell in the human body, including glioblastoma cells, possesses an internal clock regulated by a central clock in the brain, coordinating essential daily rhythms. Led by Eric D. Herzog, Ph.D., this study emphasizes the synchronization between glioblastoma and its host's circadian rhythms, highlighting the potential for improved treatment outcomes. A new study has unveiled critical insights into schizophrenia, revealing a distinct connectivity pattern of brain atrophy that appears across various stages of the disorder. This comprehensive research synthesized data from 90 previous studies, encompassing 1,636 patients with newly diagnosed schizophrenia, 2,120 individuals with chronic schizophrenia, and over 6,000 healthy participants. The study, led by Dr. Ahmed T. Makhlouf, identified that brain atrophy occurs in multiple interconnected regions, suggesting a unified network as a core characteristic of schizophrenia. This finding sets schizophrenia apart from other psychiatric disorders, highlighting the unique neurological underpinnings of the condition. The implications of this research are significant, as the findings are intended to inform an upcoming clinical trial. This trial will focus on brain stimulation sites linked to the identified schizophrenia network, utilizing transcranial magnetic stimulation to explore the connectivity associated with schizophrenia amidst ongoing debates about its classification as a neurodegenerative disorder. Moreover, the study examined 927 individuals at genetic risk and 580 at clinical risk of developing schizophrenia. This emphasis on high-risk groups underscores the importance of understanding brain atrophy patterns, which may lead to predictive insights regarding the onset of schizophrenia. The presence of a unified network raises important questions about the nature of schizophrenia, potentially influencing future classifications and treatment approaches. NASA's Mars exploration program has just unveiled a strategic plan that will guide its scientific and robotic efforts from 2024 to 2044. This plan is significant as it lays out priorities shaped by recommendations from the 2023 Planetary and Astrobiology Decadal Survey and the 2021 MEP Program Implementation Review, both of which called for a comprehensive approach to future missions and partnerships. Over the past 2 decades, the MEP has achieved notable advancements through various robotic missions, including orbiters, landers, rovers, and helicopters. The overarching goal of this new plan is to deepen our understanding of Mars, focusing on its environment, climate, geological history, and biological potential, while also laying the groundwork for future human exploration of the planet. Notably, the new plan does not encompass the Mars Sample Return Program, which is being studied separately. However, it does address the responsibilities associated with sample collection from the Perseverance rover and outlines the plans for curation of samples through the Sample Receiving Project, which is currently on hold. While the exclusion of the Mars Sample Return Program may raise questions, the MEP plan remains aligned with NASA's strategic objectives and emphasizes the continued importance of sample collection efforts. This strategic direction highlights NASA's commitment to advancing our knowledge of Mars in preparation for future exploration endeavors. This has been your daily brief in science. To read more about these stories, follow the links in the episode bio. You can also subscribe to these updates via email at www.brief.news. For more daily podcasts about the topics you love, visit brief.news/podcasts. We'll be back Monday with everything you need to know.